The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Sunrise podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning, everyone. It is 5 a.m. on this Tuesday. Good to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Alex Fisher.
And we begin this morning with breaking news. A large fire in Lebec is forcing people out of their homes this morning. The Haberkin fire, this is in the canyon of the Grapevine near Fort Tejon State Park. This fire started shortly before midnight and has burned between 30 and 50 acres so far. That's according to fire officials. No word yet on any containment, but this fire is threatening several homes. An evacuation order is in effect for Canyon Drive and Ridge Route Road, while other parts of the town are on an evacuation warning. An evacuation shelter has been set up at Fraser Mountain High School. Kern and LA County fire departments are on scene right now fighting this blaze. Cal fire crews are expected to join the fight later this morning.
In the meantime, crews were able to get the upper hand on a separate fire that was threatening homes in eastern Kern County yesterday. It started around 4 p.m. along Highway 58 near Hart Flat. Fire crews worked from the air and ground to try and contain the so-called Beale fire, which quickly grew to about 53 acres.
It's very wind and terrain driven here, so there's a lot of this dry grass, so it's easy to spread. The terrain and the wind in behind it spreading fairly quickly, causing the fire to spread fairly quickly. And that's why we prompted the evacuation warnings and orders.
Crews were able to stop the forward progress of this fire, and they announced around 8 o'clock last night that all evacuation and shelter-in-place warnings had been lifted.
Turning to what's been a grim and unfortunate trend this summer, crews have pulled another body out of from a Bakersfield canal. The body of an adult was spotted in the water yesterday afternoon near Truxton Avenue in central Bakersfield. This is the latest in a string of bodies that have been recovered from the canal. By our count, this is the 7th time since mid-June.
Most kids head back to school in just over 2 weeks, so that's why we are partnering up with the Bakersfield East Rotary Club to collect the essential items that kids need over at the Open Door Network. 17's Cecilia Trevino has more on how you can help.
Summer break ends as the start of classes approaches, kicking off the KGET and Bakersfield East Rotary Club Back to School Drive. Moms like Shalandra Gomez remember the excitement this season brings.
Ooh, a nervous wreck. A nervous wreck. A nervous wreck, but excited at the same time to be out the home. And then just, meet new people and friends and, most importantly, the education of it all.
The Gomez family has been working with the Open Door Network to transition from the shelter to their own place. Shalandra Gomez says the Back to School Drive not only makes kids happy, but lifts a weight off many families' shoulders.
I mean, it's amazing, especially when a family can't afford it or just to have more than what you can, it puts a smile on their face, it's a lot easier when you can have that help.
One thing that excites Shalandra's daughter this school year is new art supplies.
Like colored pencils. I use like pastels and stuff. I like art. That's the favorite thing. Math. I don't like math.
Shalandra's sports lover son has a special memory about an old backpack.
Oh, I had a Spider-Man backpack, but it was like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Gomez says exciting times are ahead for the family.
I'm just ready to go for it, like no fear, just to go for it and just, it starts with us and it ends with us, and I have to provide and be there no matter what, so however it goes. There's no book to parenting.
Savion hopes to make the football or basketball team at his new high school. Serenity wants to continue exploring her art talent. Cecilia Trevino, 17 News.
And if you'd like to donate, we are asking you to bring down basic school supplies like backpacks, notebooks, pencils, crayons, and more, as well as new packs of socks and underwear. Don't forget, this is for kids and teens as well. You can drop off donations at our station at 22nd and L Streets during regular business hours, or head on over to the Open Door Network's donation warehouse on East Truxton Avenue. This drive runs through August 11th. That is next Friday, because we are almost to back to school time. It's hard to believe it.
In other news, a gas leak in downtown caused an intersection to be shut down for most of yesterday. It happened around 10:30 in the morning when PG&E says a third-party company hit a 2-inch plastic gas line in the intersection of 20th and Q Streets. That resulted in a gas leak. A small area around the leak was evacuated for safety crews as crews worked to shut down the gas and make repairs to the lines. PG&E would not disclose the name of the company that hit that gas line.
A judge set a trial date for a man accused of brutally murdering a woman in Bridgecrest because she didn't have romantic feelings for him. Back in June, a Kern County Superior Court judge found Daniel Gunnarsson competent to stand trial. Deputies arrested Gunnarsson back in 2021 after he was found with the body of Catherine Pham. Investigators say he killed her with an ice pick. He's charged with first-degree murder and mutilation of a corpse. The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.